Yes. So now we will move on to the revenue part. And revenue is what you get inside the business. So whatever you are producing and when you sell it, you will get an amount back. That is called revenue of the business. So whatever is going out of the business is called as cost, and whatever is coming into the business is called as revenue. So whatever we have looked through in the cost, we have to look through in the revenue also. So starting from total revenue. Total revenue means if you are producing 100 products at a time and you are selling out 100 products at a time, whatever you are getting for that 100 products, that is called revenue. So that price of 100 products into quantity, that is 100. So P into Q is total revenue. So TR is P into Q. TR is total revenue and P is price of the product and Q is quantity of the product. So that is the sum, like multiplying the amount of quantity into price of the product. That is the total revenue you get for the production. And the next one is average revenue. That is total revenue divided by Q. That is for one output what revenue you get. So there we have to look through in the like I have to show you with a derivation. So suppose like a question, there is a chance of coming question as show that AR is equal to P. That is P is average revenue. That means for one output what you are getting, that is price. That is also average revenue. So AR is equal to TR divided by Q. Agree with me? So that is again I can rewrite as TR is P into Q. Right? So P into Q divided by Q. So this Q and Q gets cancelled. What remains is P. So that is AR is equal to P. Understood? So PR is like there can be questions show that AR is equal to P. So that is you have to show this as AR is TR divided by Q and TR is P into Q divided by Q. So that 2Q gets cancelled. So what remains is P. Then marginal revenue. One more additional unit is sold. Whatever is added to total revenue. Okay. So TR like MR is addition to TR when one more unit, additional unit of output is sold. So that is delta TR divided by delta Q. That is change in TR divided by change in output. Then comes TR. That is, it is actually, I'll show you TR curve. This is actually the TR curve. That is total revenue. Okay. So total revenue increases, reach maximum, starts diminishing. But for the sake of convenience, only we take this increasing part. So TR is only the increasing part. Actually the falling part of TR is not considered in the study. So this is actually the TR of firm. So that is TR is actually TR increases initially, reaches maximum, then starts diminishing. But here for the sake of convenience we consider only the increasing part of TR. Okay, so TR is constant. It is assumed that TR is constant. So coming to the AR. AR is actually the what you can say is which is equal to the price. So AR means, see, this is in the case of imperfect competition and this is in the case of perfect competition. In the case of imperfect competition, AR is, well, you can say 2MR. That is, MR curve passes through the exact midpoint of this x-axis. So that means this both space will be equal. So that is AR is equal to 2MR. But for the case of perfect competition, AR is equal to MR. That is, this is the curve which gives you AR, MR, price, all demand, all these curves are equal. That you will study very detailed when you go to the next part, next chapter, that is the market and forms of market. So now we have to move on, like you have to go through the relationship between TR and MR. So same, that is what we have studied for utility, same you have to apply here also. When TR is rising, MR falls but positive. When TR is maximum, MR is 0. When TR starts falling, MR turns negative. Okay, so that is the relationship what we have looked in the utility itself. Same thing we are following here also. Then I have to show you the relationship between MR and AR. That is, when MR is less than AR, come on, we will go to the diagram once again. When MR is less than AR, that is, see, MR is less than AR, AR rises. AR rises, and when MR is equal to AR, AR is constant. And when MR is less than AR, AR falls. That is actually you have to show with another diagram. Actually, diagrammatic representation is not there for you. Just study the relationship. Okay, when MR is greater than AR, AR rises. When MR is equal to AR, AR is constant. And when MR is less than AR, AR falls. So that is the relationship between TR and MR and AR and MR. So with this we complete our revenue part also. So in the next chapter, like in the next class, we have to deal about the firms or market. Okay, so that will be the last chapter in the micro part. So so that's all for today's class. Thank you.